Rosa going there, post! Oh, there it is! Christian Espinoza cutting it back. Espinoza trapping for trophies! Close Vela, swirling ball in!
It's actually an own goal from Yule.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here at PayPal Park. You just got to look at what happened the last time these two teams played, and it wasn't good for us black and gold fans. But we're hoping for a different result this time. This is the 110 pregame show on the 110 YouTube channel, formerly the 110 pregame show on the LAFC app.
But well, it still will be. It's not like we stopped.
Oh, we do get to go back.
Yes, we do get to go.
Okay.
Where am I?
I thought we were on another trial. Oh,
look who's
at this
here.
guy.
What's going on?
Look at this guy. You guys know this guy. It's Brian Slippy. You know him, Connor.
What's going on?
You're at on the 110 football.
You told me you were going to give me a Sprite.
Yeah,
we on 110?
We were going to take you to the stands, but we decided that you do such a good job.
I was out here for a hot dog.
Yeah, we needed the help. We needed the help. Brian's here with us, guys. We're going to be going through a normal pregame show like we do, but instead, it's just on the YouTube channel, and there's no bingo. It's not that different. There's still prizes to win, possibly, if you get our players to watch.
There's also no rules.
There's no rules.
Maybe there is.
There's no rules. That's why we brought Brian.
I think we are the prize, seeing us together. I think
that is the prize.
Probably the biggest prize.
The prize is the friendship we leave here with, guys.
It really is.
Wait, with you guys as well. We create bonds here.
We create bonds here?
Yeah, with each other and the viewers.
This is way too wild for my life.
I think it's a journey.
Let's talk about what's coming up in the show. Like I said, it is a little bit like our normal pregame. We're going to talk about starting 11s. We're going to talk about who's missing. We're going to talk about keys of the match. We'll do some features. We'll do some pressers. We'll do some fun stuff. But, you know, we'll do players to watch where you can get prizes instead of polls, bingo. And what else do we normally do? Trivia? No trivia.
No trivia.
Maybe some trivia. Maybe Brian will pull something out of his hat.
So
we're going to slip it up.
We're basically going to
for all you trivia haters.
We're slipping it up here.
Welcome.
I'm looking out the door and I'm seeing Carlo.
I don't like trivia. You like trivia?
Carlo from LAFC, who is an excellent analyst for LAFC. Hi, Carlo. What's up?
It's a slippy
See,
head.
no rules.
FC.
We can say
no
hi
rules.
to Carlo.
We can say whatever we want.
We're breaking the meta.
We are
meta.
Meta.
We're right
Yeah, we're going
meta
hard
right now.
But guys, after this is of course the match. We're taking you all the way up to kickoff, and then after the match, we'll be back here again to either take you through therapy or just go wild. If we win, we're going wild. Right?
I'm going wild anyway.
He's going wild. He's trying to carry it. Everything. I mean,
we're going wild. Yeah.
We're carrying.
Get on our vibe.
You'll be there.
It's not just you.
Yeah.
You got to vibe.
I will be here, but
you got to appeal to the youngsters over here.
Yes. More importantly,
the youngsters.
More importantly, come for these two, the Gen Zers. We'll be back
Listen,
here.
I may be bald, but I'm not that old either.
All right, you shave your head. It's a Seinfeld thing. Okay, we'll be back here on our 110 YouTube channel for that post game. Right. So please join us back here. Speaking about the match, out there at practice, Bob Bradley and Sebastian Ibiaga were talking about this game and how every game means that much more. Every point means that much more. So let's hear about what they had to say.
They're an open team, and some of their games get stretched. And so our ability to deal with transition, still take advantage of the moments when we have the ball, of course. But you know, if you look, the games against San Jose for all teams are typically a little bit different, and you have to try to prepare your team for a game that might have a different tempo, different feel, and some different kind of moments.
They're all crucial games. I mean, as many points as we can get obviously helps us in the playoff race and get into the playoffs. And I think more importantly, it's getting that momentum going into playoffs. So, you know, if we go in on a good streak, you know, anything happens in the playoffs. So it's good in both those senses, and getting points obviously get us into the playoffs, but also gaining that momentum going into it.
You know, it's not the most uplifting conversation to have to talk about how dire points are, but I love that Sebastian Ibiaga just leveled with us. This is what it is.
It kind of gets you pumped that the players know that they need to win these games, right?
Right.
We have to win.
We have to win.
We have to win. We have to win. It's like eating those Brussels sprouts. You have to eat them. It doesn't matter right now. We're not at the point where we can just chill. We have to eat this. We have to eat that shame sandwich. We have to get through it. We have to plow through it. There's no other.
But I don't want to.
You don't want to. I don't want to.
It doesn't matter if you don't want to, Vince.
I don't want to wake up.
I feel like you guys are ganging up on me. But you guys.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah,
that's exactly what's happening.
No, legitimately, I get it. So every point counts that much more. But with the run of form that they were on, I mean, is it that desperate?
Well, this game, I think, is more of a must-win than the Portland game. I'll tell you why.
Right, yeah,
this game sets the tone for the next string of games that will carry us into, hopefully, playoffs. You know, we were in a hot streak. That Portland kind of humbled us a bit. We were hyped. We thought we were going to win, keep winning, and we lost. So this game will determine whether or not we can kind of get back to our winning ways or kind of sink with the playoffs.
For the first time in the history of our glorious Los Angeles Football Club, we're struggling here, man. We
Playoffs
need
are
this.
very much in the balance.
Playoffs are there, but we need to reach out for them. Before, the playoffs used to reach out for us. Now we need to get on there.
I mean, has it been good enough though? Like, even if we just slip in, or do they like?
Are you not entertained? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, I've said it before. It may not be the best we've ever been. Our best. Is
it yet to come?
No, we've peaked. I think that's fair to say. But
I think we might surprise them just a little bit.
it's what's not supposed to happen will happen. I'm
So
telling
when you
you.
get to the bottom of the soup and you find that piece of chicken, you're like, oh my God, it's there. It's in.
Well, unfortunately, what's not surprising is the player availability as of recent. The list it just remains long. Questionable. Edward Atuesta, questionable. Brian Rodriguez, out. Carlos Vela, out. Tristan Blackman, out. Eddie Segura, Eric Duenas, Avura Quezada, Julian Gaines, Mahala. It's a long list.
You see those as obstacles. I see them as steps to a big ladder of success for the younger guys.
Let's go straight to that. Talking about those steps to success, let's talk about the starting 11. Connor,
Starting 11.
What's the starting 11 in this match?
Romero, Fall, Ibiaga, Murillo.
Okay.
Then we have Cheeky Palacios, Kim Moon Hwan.
Oh, you're saying some wingbacks there.
Yeah, I'm saying some wingbacks.
Okay.
Cover all the defense. Then we go in the middle. Ginella. I was going to say Ginella, Poncho. No, Ginella, Cristostomo, and who?
Who's up top?
Who's up top? Musaski and Chicho Arango.
Top team,
Pelagio
Chicho
Bergkamp,
Arango.
baby.
So, unfortunately, those guys that were questionable are out. Atuesta.
Oh, and I forgot to mention Sifu.
So, yeah, Sifu. There you go.
It's a big one.
Atuesta and Brian Rodriguez will not take part in this match. Initial reaction to this 11. It's just a couple changes.
Who are you going to call it? Chicho. Chicho. That is the man who has to carry us on over right now. It is Chicho. It is Chicho time. This is where he comes clutch. This is what we brought him out for. We didn't bring him just to hang out and maybe score a few goals. This is Chicho time. This is the time. The playoffs are in the balance right now.
You know, I'd like to talk a little bit about Raheem Edwards.
Okay.
Palacios slotting back into the lineup. What do we think about that?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense for me. Look, Raheem has been in spurts has done really good things. He sprang that ball to get Chicho going.
But it's been wildly inconsistent, though.
The only
liability.
The only
It has been a
consistency has been
liability.
the inconsistency, right?
Hey, there's you know,
See what you did there.
Yeah. Professional broadcaster.
Here and there he'll be good, and we know that. But for a team of LAFC's of caliber status, we need we need consistency.
We do need consistency.
We need consistency. We don't need USL consistency. We need MLS consistency. We need somebody who, when we come out playing from the back, I'm not going to sit there like, oh my God, what are we doing? Or what's going on here? Or watch how he loses it. We need solidarity. Confidence. You come out playing from the back. If you come out in any team you play for, you come out like tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
When you come out playing from the back, you need to walk
I'll see it tomorrow.
But wait, you brought up USL, and there's been a guy that came from USL, Daniel Cristostomo, that has been great. So there is a few guys that can really come into this team and show well. Let's just take a look at Daniel Cristostomo's pass map against Portland.
But I think it's important to notice that
comment on this.
It's great for a player of Cristostomo's caliber. I think we have to take that into account. Cristostomo will never be he's not the second coming of Andres Iniesta, but he's a good depth player. He's good. He's solid. He can play our system. He's a player that gives you confidence. Like I said,
you see a guy on the map that's stitching the team together from one side to the next, and also from back to front. And that's what I'm talking about.
Look at that map.
Look at the contrast.
Look at that map.
Yeah.
Look at the contrast between completed and incompleted passes.
Gold.
It's like that song. All I see is yellow, and it was all yellow.
One thing I wouldn't mind seeing is maybe a few more key passes. That's about it. But look, this is another big moment for him.
We've got like the MLS Jorginho here. Relax, all right?
Hey, I like it. A tempo setter.
MLS Jorginho.
I like it. A tempo setter. But look, in a pivotal match, he's still stepping in, and it's a big deal.
He's learning. He's coming over from the USL. I think we need to give him some time to develop. But for what we were expecting, what we were coming in for, it's a pleasant surprise. It's a welcome surprise, and he's stepping up for it.
Okay.
I think it's incredible.
Well, guys, we're going to detour from the match a little bit. You can look over my shoulder over here, and you can see
look at
that
that.
252 up there, that community, that LFC community that's traveled all the way up here, despite not getting tickets, despite all the obstacles, and they're here.
Despite half of California on fire as
And
well.
that says a lot about this community. And one big part of this community is the Hispanic heritage of this community. And it's Hispanic Heritage Month. So let's take a look at this feature on Hispanic Heritage Month before we come back and talk a little bit about how important that is to LAFC.
Lo vemos todos los días. En Los Ángeles, nuestra cultura hispana siempre brilla.
Todos como que estamos alentando al mismo equipo, la misma alegría, irradiamos lo mismo en el estadio y eso es muy lindo.
Yo soy feliz de ser mexicano, de poder poner el nombre de mi país en lo más alto, el poder servir a gente que se siente identificado con uno, de que viene un país que no es el suyo y poder triunfar. Yo creo que es algo que le deseo a todos los mexicanos y a todas las personas.
E igual me siento cómodo, me siento feliz, me siento bien por eso, por la gente.
Me siento contento de presentar al Ecuador, de ser un ecuatoriano más, de poder dejar el nombre de mi bandera, de un país entero en alto.
No, significa mucho. Acá hay mucha cultura, sea hispanos, sea latinos, de Sudamérica, mexicanos, y significa mucho intentar representar en la cancha a eso y la importancia de los hispanos.
Es un orgullo siempre representar a mi país fuera de él, y bueno, más sumando a que somos pocos uruguayos que jugamos acá en la liga, así que bueno, hay que dejar bien parado el país.
Un equipo, una comunidad y una cultura que siempre une a las personas.
All right, guys, we learned a little bit more about Hispanic Heritage Month and about the wealth of players and the diversity that we have on this team. Brian, in particular, this speaks to your story of where you come from. I mean, how important is Hispanic Heritage Month?
It's incredibly amazing. It's incredible to see the sport and the culture accepted a lot more. You know, my mom and myself are from Mexico. Dad's from Argentina. So we bring this in. We embrace the sport. We embrace everything. Back then, football, soccer, football, whatever you want to call it used to be the outlier. It used to be the thing you play in PE for third period and then, wash out and get out of it. Now it's at the forefront. People are paying good money for kits. People are coming out to see Los Angeles Football Club because it is Los Angeles Football Club, because you want to see Carlos Vela, because you want to see players of representation, because you want to see this. And I believe it's strongly because of the culture. Mm-hmm. The culture has grown it, and it means a lot to me, as someone who's been struggling and just wanted to feel some sort of acceptance and semblance with the sport. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm at the verge of tears right now.
Well, I mean, let's just talk about culture. I mean, look, Canada. You just said Mexico, Argentinian, American. You're wearing a shirt from a Korean supporters group.
Italy.
It's not. I'm Italian, but mostly American. But it's not like you said. It's not just that we say, okay, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. It's like they cast a net around you and say, come on in.
It's like
just saying, coming from Canada, this isn't directly related to Hispanic Heritage Month, but the Bank of California Stadium is the one place where I can come and genuinely feel like an Angelino. That's because of the melting pot of different cultures, mm-hmm. a large percentage of which is the Hispanic culture.
Well, speak on it from the tailgates and just from being in the North End.
It's supercharged. You have everybody, Canada, you have Italy, you have Mexico, Argentina, you have England, you have every distinct flavor from every country come together to support the Los Angeles Football Club. We've got everything. We're like the Avengers of culture right now. We have everything behind us and to show us how to support, and we all bring our distinct characters to support. And what else could you want?
But I think it embodies what makes Los Angeles great
exactly.
As well. Because Los Angeles is so big, you don't really see it as direct as you see it at the Bank of California Stadium. The Bank of California Stadium kind of just highlights what Los Angeles is to everyone.
It's interesting because a lot of people talk about how clubs represent their areas, but sometimes they don't. But LAFC really is holding up a mirror to Los Angeles.
We're also in Los Angeles.
Yeah. That helps. It helps. It helps
Sick
actually
burn.
being there. And speaking of the culture, the three of us, we're going to get cultured tomorrow because we're going to be on that football pitch for a good cause, for Global Diplomatic, for the Global Cup, playing against San Jose supporters. We're going to take it home. For
we're
LAFC.
going to take it home.
For all
We're
you
gonna
guys in the
crush
chat,
these
we're going to
San
take it
Jose
home.
supporters.
But it is for a good cause, and it's kind of part of Hispanic Heritage Month because a lot of those donations go to places in Central and South America that are that need a little bit of help.
Yeah, they do, and I'm privileged to be part of it along with you guys. But honestly, we're kind of worried over here because me and Connor, we're the young guns over here. We're
we got it. We got it locked.
We don't want to kind of have to, carry you around.
Carry me around.
We'll give you 5
My
minutes.
hero
Should we
is
bring
one-
a stretcher?
You talk a big game over here.
Yeah.
Your analysis of the game and everything, but does it match? Does it match what you got on the field over here?
Really, what we're getting at is you're old.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you guys should.
And we're actually kind of worried that you're not going to make it past 5 minutes on the pitch.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm
we're
going.
gonna have to
I'm
sub
going
you
the
out.
full 90.
Well, we got jerseys printed out.
Look, bro.
And it's
I'm gonna cruise.
It's a waste of a name printed out if you're only going to be there for 5 minutes and then call for a sub.
Hey, I'm going to cruise around like your hero's hero. Giorgino's hero is Andrea Pirlo. I'm going to cruise around. I'm pinging balls around. I'm a smart player. I'm a
hanging out on the post.
Jared Pirlo had hair.
Oh my God!
I'm like
just giving it to Vince.
I'm like the dark side of Andrea Pirlo. I'm the yin to his yang.
It's amazing.
I'm the yin to his yang.
I think you guys will link up for an assist.
Let's talk about a player that we know for sure can bang in goals. We're talking about Chicho Arango. He's been incredible. Probably the team.
Can we bring him on tomorrow?
I would love it if he was a ringer in our game, but unfortunately he won't because he's going to be too busy banging in goals here. But let's learn a little bit more about Chicho Arango.
Musovski inside the 18. Arango puts it away. Arango puts it away. It's 3-0.
Really good touches between those two. Working well together. Locked in. And Chicho Arango has got a double.
All right, straight from that to look at not many matches.
Wow.
Incredible stat line. I mean, this would be good season for
Amazing.
some players. What sticks out to you guys here?
It's got to be the goals, right? He's played 8 games and he scored 6 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Some players, like you said, would be lucky to have 6 goals for the whole season.
Brian, in rehearsal, you talked about how much you were optimistic about what he was. Has he exceeded your expectations?
Chances created, appearances. You look at the goals, the stats speaks for themselves. This is a man, immediate ROI, immediate return on the impact. This is what we needed. This is what we were asking for. We were asking for a number 9. We're crying for Dio to come back. We're crying for, we need a striker. We need this. We were looking at, this European dude's over here. The answer's right in front of us. Chicho Arango should carry us and will carry us through this rough one right here.
And can I just say that not only is he the one scoring the goals and actually getting the results for the team, but he's actually kind of been a glue for the team. And not just on the field, but also off the field. The team seems very happy and content with where they are.
Dancing. They're getting some moves on from him.
Yeah.
Wait, you said something that sticks out to me, though. You talked about how fans were like, we need this guy from Europe, we need that guy. Have we learned that maybe the front office does kind of know what it's doing? Like, we don't need to always go for the Diego Costa or...
The way I see it is there's a reason why they're there and the reason why I'm tweeting away and I'm not there. There's always a reason. Right. Everybody always has an opinion, and they're entitled to it. We have our opinion, but there's a reason why the people make the money that they make. There's a reason why the people make decisions that they do.
There's reasons people get fired.
There's a reason people get fired what they do. Right now, we brought Chicho Arango in when someone on Twitter might have told you, I would have brought in, like myself, I would have brought in Diego Costa, I would have brought in Hulk. Yeah, but problematic players, what could have happened? Somebody could have injured. And we're here.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're talking about the player Hulk, right? Not.
Oh yeah. Well, either
or. Not the Avenger.
We could have gotten the Avenger.
I think Chicho can take on the Hulk. Cool, right? Either one of them.
Okay.
I wonder if Chicho can sing though. You think he can sing?
I think he can.
Oof. All right. Let's maybe find out what other LAFC players fancy themselves as singers in this LAFC class of 21.
Who's most likely to be on a singing competition show? I'm probably gonna go Tristan. Tristan is always playing music, and he's always kind of like singing to it, so I'm gonna go with Tristan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say me for sure. I got a great voice.
Jordan. He has talent.
Maybe Poncho, maybe El Profe. They love their Spanish music, and it's too loud for me to hear any of them singing it. Probably Bryce.
Bryce, yeah. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber,
Yeah,
you remember.
He likes it.
Yeah, well, Champions League last year in Mexico, I sang Baby by Justin Bieber, and I still get it to this day. Like, they still make fun of me.
Better ringer for Justin Bieber, my boy Connor over here or Bryce Duke?
My hair's not like the way
No, but I
my
think it
hair
could
gets
be.
poofy.
Yeah, you just
No?
don't tame it.
I could go like that.
I think he can go.
Because
for it.
wasn't that his
I
whole
think he's
thing?
got it.
I got it.
I think he's slaying.
Speaking of which, Bryce, bring back the old hair. Like,
I miss
what's
the
that
flow.
about?
Do you miss the flow?
I miss the flow. The
I mean, as
JB
somebody
flow.
that's hair challenged, I like when guys have a lot of hair, actually.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like me.
No, I love you. but I'm
I
saying
have
people
enough
always-
hair to
Yeah.
I need to get.
Well, people always ask me, like, are you upset
Can
that you
you
don't have
actually?
hair?
Can we talk after?
Okay,
Can
we'll
you
talk
actually-
after. We'll
Okay.
see
Yeah,
what
could you spare some?
Spare some.
please.
Either of you
I'll say
singers? Connor, before we got in here, they were playing some music in the stadium in one of those songs, and please don't do it because we'll get a copyright strike, but there was a Living on a Prayer going on, and you did a little Bon Jovi for me, and I was actually very surprised that you know that song.
Well, yeah, it's a song to define a generation, maybe in a bad
What
way.
generation? 20 years after you were born?
Yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song, Connor?
It's got to be
do you have
Sweet
one?
Caroline,
Sweet
right?
Caroline.
The worst song of all time.
It's got the white person in me is
I know,
screaming
you-
Sweet
you went
Caroline.
hard white person.
hard white person. It's like a hybrid.
Neil Diamond Canadian?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he's still embracing it.
I know the song.
It's
not
like
the
when British
not the
people in
artist.
movies like use the American accent.
Sure.
Brian, you got one?
Yeah, it's was it the Take My Breath Away, Berlin? But you would think I would have learned it from Top Gun, but
I do.
I got it from Ocean's 11.
Ocean's
Well,
Eleven.
what's a Top Gun?
What is a Top Gun?
Um,
I actually haven't seen it either.
It was a movie with planes, but it was a masked sign of. Never mind. That's not even.
Was it with the guy that played Batman?
You know who does a really good breakdown of it is Quentin Tarantino. Look up that.
Okay.
And he talks a little bit. Stop it. You know what mine is? Mine is "Kick Out the Jams" by the MC5 because it's short. Oh God, you guys are the worst.
What decade are we talking? Is this on K or
You know, I was joking about you being old, Vince, but now it's like
It is from the '60s, but it's like the
Is this
original.
old? Is
the
this an oldie
MC5 or the
station?
original punk band. Get some culture. Come on.
Get some
Punk like
Okay, stop it. Okay, let's.
Fall Out Boy?
Let's go to let's.
Fall Out Boys.
Boy?
Fall Out Boys.
Fall Out Boys?
All right,
There's
all right.
boys now?
All right, I'm wrangling you back to this serious. Let's go back to the match. And so let's do keys of the match. Let's pretend like we are professionals here. We know what we're talking about. So keys of the match, we're each going to give our key of what we think LAFC needs to do to get 3 points. I'm going to go to my boy Connor at the end. Connor, what's your key to the match?
Win it early. I think too many times this season, LAFC has waited a little too late to get a result. A secondary point of mine would be prevent injuries. So by doing that, if we're able to score a couple goals in the first half,
Maybe take foot off the pedal a little bit.
Take the foot off the pedal, kind of relax, make some changes in the second half, and then we're good.
And maybe don't give us disappointment where we're wondering, can we score the game-tying goal or game-winning goal late on? Maybe we just get it done early.
Intense the first half, win the game, don't have to worry about it.
Okay. What do you got for me, Slippy?
Two things. Capitalize. Obviously, capitalize. I think we have been capitalizing. I think that's the most important thing. You can't win a game if you're not scoring.
Finish your chances.
You finish your chances.
Yes.
Secondly,
That's Connor's favorite. Finish your
shut
chances.
down Eduardo Chofis Lopez. This man is on fire. As someone who's been following him for many years and has been disappointed by him for many years. The
Well,
guy,
if you know him inside out, how do we stop him?
you just press him. You press him off the ball. You don't let him. You don't give him space. You get someone on there. Your center defensive middle presses him. You crush him on there. You don't let him turn around. You don't give him pockets of space. The guy does wonders with space, or with an incompetent goalkeeper, which we don't have. Shout out David Ochoa. You just.
Burn.
You just get in there.
Yeah.
You bully the guy off the ball, and he's absolutely nothing, which is what he'd been doing for the last 5 years or so until he got sent over here.
It seems to me he's a confidence player. So if he gets confidence early, is that what happens? If
Yeah,
you don't?
it's jumping on, and he's got the crowd on him. The San Jose crowd knows his previous past to Chivas and so forth. They're going to keep feeding him that, and he feeds off of that, and he gets pockets of spaces, and he gets to turn around. And there's no telling what a guy like that's going to do. You shut that down. You shut that confidence out early. You bully him off the ball. You have no problem You have absolutely no problem because Matias Almeida centers his attacks around players like that. Centers his attacks against guys who can distribute the ball, but who can also score the goal. You shut that guy down, you shut their offense down. The guy does absolutely nothing.
Connor, he's your player to watch. Are you worried that Brian just put the game plan together to shut him down?
I mean, maybe. So, in a sense, I hope I don't win players to watch.
Yeah.
Because that would mean either Chofis or Arango wouldn't play well. So it's, I mean,
okay. We'll get
internal battle.
We're gonna give our full players to watch, and we're gonna give you guys a chance to get back in there. I'll do my key. It's gonna be set pieces. When you're on the road, man, set pieces for the home team are such a killer. We saw what we did to Sporting Kansas City, how set pieces just really took down a top.
You better
team.
be ready for this tomorrow too.
We can't let this happen to us, and also because the margins are so thin.
Well, but
if you let set pieces in.
But I would also say that scoring, capitalizing, finishing your chances off set pieces with a back three of Ibiaga, Fall, and Murray.
Mamadou Fall could jump out of this building.
There's no reason we shouldn't be scoring at least a high percentage of our.
The last few games, can you say they actually beat us, or did we actually lose these games? Did we lose it because of our own incompetence and not finishing chances?
Incompetence, not finishing chances, but some of it was set pieces.
Set pieces, too.
Our incompetence on set pieces.
Well, that
practice what you preach. We're going to judge you on your set pieces tomorrow too. Remember this, all right? Remember.
I might be taking them.
I can jump higher than Ronaldo.
Which one?
Which one?
Cristiano.
245 one?
Nope. Yeah, you should have gone. You would have gone with the original. I would have said maybe.
There's a guy Ronaldo in MacArthur Park. He's probably probably jump as high as.
All right. Well, we teased a little bit our players to watch, and guys, you can still get in on players to watch. All you got to do is send one player from LAFC, one player from San Jose on our social media channels.
Right there.
And you can win prizes. You just have to beat us. And actually, you know who's now in the game? My boy Slippy, because he's about to give us his players to watch. So now you got to beat him too. Who are your players to watch in this game?
My players to watch are Chicho Arango and Eduardo Chofi Lopez.
Are you copying me?
I am copying you, but that's because we know football.
Yeah.
If I didn't know any better, then it would
I feel like this is
what were your
dig
picks?
I feel like this is to dig at me. But why were you, okay? Tell me why. Why are these guys?
Tell me what? What are you, Backstreet Boy? Tell me what?
I wish. No, it seems like you guys are just going with the hot hand.
I mean, we would be stupid to not
go with them.
With them,
it's a 6-point game. What are you going for?
8 games, 6 goals. Chicho, I know Chofis.
Yeah.
2 games, 5 goals.
Is there a reason why not? Is there a reason why you don't want to go with it?
I just think that maybe their luck has run out. To your point, maybe you can crowd out Chofis and he's not so good in this game, and maybe Sifu has a comeback game. That's why I picked Sifu. And then my other guy is Christian Espinoza because I love him because he's a good, nice cherry.
I agree.
Picker.
If Sifu,
in all fairness, they're both good players.
If Sifu has a great game, then Chofis has a horrible game. I do agree with you at some point, but either way, we kind of get validated.
Yeah.
Well, but do we want Chofis to do well?
No.
But is he a player to watch? Yeah.
He's a player to watch.
Yeah, it's a dangerous.
Is there any sneaky players to watch that we're missing? Like
Carlos Fierro.
Ooh.
Carlos Fierro.
Good shout.
Incredible. He's a sneaky winger. He'll get in there. He has that connection with Matias Almeida. He has that personal connection. He knows how. Nobody knows how Carlos Fierro plays more than Chofis and Almeida. They've got the connection there. They got Alanis back there too. They know how to play with each other. They can communicate in Spanish first and foremost. A language issue is always a big factor in those things. They've known each other for years, for almost half a decade now. There's that connection. They know how to get what they want from each other. I think you need to watch out for that guy.
Okay.
I think that is a guy who's going to sneak up on you and provide the assist, and then next thing you know, you're down 2-1.
Well, I broke down your guys' players to watch. I picked at it a little bit.
Okay.
Sifu, Christian Espinoza. Do you guys have any reservations with my players to watch? Why would you think I would not win?
I don't have any reservations, but I'll just say this. I do have one more secondary player to watch.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
The Moose. The Moose will be losing.
Now that we know he's starting.
Moose, Bellagio Bergkamp.
Bellagio Bergkamp. That's the one that sticks.
Henderson Higuain.
I like them.
If the team comes out swinging, Musovski is at his best. If people are to give him opportunities and the rest of the team is playing good, Musovski starts feeling himself.
Right.
He gets confident.
Well, when Moose has to link up the team, not so good. When Moose runs beyond the defense and is just finishing, very good.
Very good.
He's on it. I tweeted about him. He's on it.
Yeah.
He listened to me. He reads it. He's on it.
Okay. Wait, what did you tweet to him?
What did you tweet?
I tweeted him. Have a great game. I think you're the Henderson.
I thought you gave him actual tips. No, you just told him to have a good game.
No, I do this, and he was like, "Oh, thanks for the feedback."
Do this.
It worked.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for the feedback. Okay. All right.
Gave me a like and went off on his way.
You know what? It's going to be tough.
Is that him or his PR person? I'm not sure.
It's going to be tough. Do you think it's going to be tough on Danny because he is stepping into the shoes of Brian Rodriguez?
No, just because he's done it before. This team prides itself on depth, and what these past few games has taught us is that players are ready to step up when they need to, and Danny Musovski is a prime example of that. Bryce Duke was for a hot minute, so Danny's going to be able to slot in and have that confidence to score like he did against Austin.
Slippy, your thought on our depths? Because I think he's right. It's weird. A lot of people are not saying we don't have depth.
If the Salt Lake game was, if the Kansas City game was anything to tell you, these guys are hungry. You give these guys a minute of playing time, they're out there wanting to show themselves and dedicate. Of course we have depth. If that game against Kansas City was anything, we have more than enough depth. It's they go out there, they understand that you're representing Los Angeles Football Club, and we're in a dire situation right now. We need to make the playoffs. We're against the ropes badly for the first time in our franchise history. Mm-hmm. We need to go out there, and they understand that. They know that. They know the commitment. They got the 32-52 behind them. They got everybody behind them. They need to go out there. We instill that in there. They're good. We got depth. Well, of course we have depth.
And can I just say, our worst season in franchise history isn't even that bad yet. Let's ride it out a little bit more, and then we'll make
talking about wooden spoons for a little bit.
Our worst season, supposedly our worst season right now. We're a couple of points away from
2 points away from
the guys down 110. Their best season in like 7 years. So let's not get to it. And with a massive investment too.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to get on that. But if we're going to do some comparisons, I think.
And Vince, you know why I'm confident in our picks for players to watch?
Why?
Because you always lose.
I was on a little bit of a streak.
A little bit of a streak.
2 weeks.
Oof.
2 weeks? How many weeks are in a season?
I mean, like 3. I don't know. Hey,
So we'll see.
A solid point.
Look, guys, this is what happens. When I lose, you guys win prizes. I'm a man of the people. Maybe Connor wants to keep the prizes for himself. Think about that. But I'm going to move
They're
on.
sick prizes.
I'm going to move on. We're going to talk again about those guys and ladies over my shoulder. We're going to go back to the community. Guys, there is a community family-owned business called Holy Grounds. It's actually just minutes from LAFC's training ground, and they need a little bit of help. They're great for the community because they host art events, they host musical events, but they haven't for a while. They need some renovations on their patio. So learn a little bit more about Holy Grounds and their owner, who is, in fact, one of us, an LAFC season ticket member. So check this out.
I envision Holy Grounds to continue to be a place where the community, can feel safe, can enjoy a great cup of coffee, great pastries. My name is Eddie Ortiz. I'm the general manager and owner of Holy Grounds Coffee and Tea. We wanted a product to be consistent, so we decided to partner up with Gaviña & Sons. We carry 4 of their different types of beans. I would have to say that our signature drink is definitely the Café de Olla, and it consists of cinnamon, piloncillo, orange peel. It's definitely a customer favorite. From the very beginning, we partnered up with Homeboy Bakery. Their coffee cake is a staple for a lot of people who went to school here. A lot of our customers know it as the LAUSD coffee cake, so I think that's why it's also one of the favorites. I'm trying to get as many as my family members involved in the shop. I've been fortunate that we have a pastry chef in the family.
My name's Jacqueline Gonzalez, and I'm a pastry chef for Holy Grounds Coffee and Tea. Growing up as a child, I loved watching my grandma in the kitchen, and I just fell in love with cooking and baking. And I've known I wanted to do this since I was like 10 years old. I love regular food, but baking patisserie is just so much prettier. My whole family loves anything citrus, so when I first made or introduced the lemon cream, right away they were like, this needs to go on something, whether it's a tart, a pie, something. So that's how we made our little lemon tarts.
I would probably say that her vegan brownie is a big hit, even among non-vegans.
Our vegan brownie has a speculoos frosting on it, and people just go crazy over that. We constantly have to make that on a daily basis.
Nourishment, community, and culture are our core values. Holy Grounds achieves its values through the community work that we do, working with local artists and vendors, bringing in the culture of our community. We've been very fortunate to work with many local artists, some well-known. Alfonso Aceves, for example, who also designed our logo. We've had the pleasure of working with this entire family. Pablo Teo, who's also a local artist, has also graced our shop, like so many others. A portion of our patio is still being renovated. That's the space that is usually reserved for our community activities, art workshops. In the past, we used to have musicians and spoken word events there. At Holy Grounds, we aim to minimize our carbon footprint, so we try to recycle, reuse, repurpose as much as possible. If you look around our patio, a lot of what goes into the patio is found material and recyclable materials. In order to be able to use the back patio permitted, we'll need to add a second restroom just to accommodate for the foot traffic. So back in 2011, I had the distinguished pleasure of being named the MLS Works Community Service recipient, and it was just based on the community work that I did with running soccer leagues for underserved youth. I've been fortunate to have paired up with the LAFC Foundation, and we've been able to invite families to receive food boxes during Thanksgiving and during the holiday season. I like to think that I'm a true fan. I enjoy watching the team. I enjoy how the team got started, how they've involved the community. We get a lot of customers coming in here, you know, especially around game day, wearing the LAFC colors and gear. So we started baking an LAFC cookie just to show our support for a lot of the fans. I'm excited to see LAFC's starting to turn their season around. I hope to see them in playoffs. You know, it's fun to see them win. You know, I think LAFC has really done an amazing job in bringing the community together. So we really like to be a part of that.
Shout out to Holy Grounds. Shout out to our crew, because that was an incredibly shot feature. That looked really slick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you watch that and you do feel like you can help out, every little bit counts. Please go to 110football.com/community and you can give to the GoFundMe that can help get that patio back open. It's a meeting place for the community. Think about what coffee shops mean, especially independent coffee shops, to allow people to come in to do work, to do art, to create things.
That's where we make human connections at nowadays. You know,
Right.
there's not. Online is taking so much of our personalities. We actually meet people in this kind of place.
To talk to them face to face.
Face to face.
I know it's
right here,
it's a novel concept, guys. But again, if you guys can help out, please do. Holy Grounds could really use it. All right, we're gonna move back to the game because we're butting up right against kickoff. So that means we need predictions,
Ready?
guys. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I've been saying 5-0 about like every game.
Yeah, but this is the one you really feel it. No.
And I'd say that I'd keep saying it, but no. I'm just tone it back a little bit. I'm gonna say 3-0. I'm still optimistic. I want it to be good.
2-1 LAFC.
2-1 LAFC.
2-1, baby.
I'm going. I predicted earlier in the week 3-1 LAFC. So I'm going 3-1.
Chicho
LAFC.
hat trick.
Chicho hat trick. I love that. So
Chicho gets one in.
We are across the board LAFC. Hey, I want to thank all of you guys for joining us on 110's YouTube
Thank you guys.
channel for this live pregame. Why don't you come on back after the game? Because we'll be back.
We're all gonna be here
talking about
for the
match.
postgame.
It'll
It's gonna be great.
It'll be some great analysis. Probably some more dunking on me, especially if I'm very wrong with my
And some
predictions.
partying.
And
Be
some
laughing.
and we'll be getting wild. So you guys want to be there for that. So right back where we were after the match. You guys have been great. Thank you, Adidas,
Thank you,
who's
guys.
in partnership with us. This is the 110 pregame
Game's
show.
about to start.
Special
We're
one
about to go in.
with a special star, Brian Slippy.
Thank you,
We'll see
guys.
you guys after the game.
Let's go.
All right.